What is happening, y'all? Welcome back to the walkthrough. If you made it this far, good job. A lot of people have quit by this point. But in this episode, we're going to be tackling this whole swamp here down in Blighttown, taking out a boss, and making our way back up to Firelink. So, starting off, we're just going to turn around from the bonfire we left off at. There we go. And open up this chest for some upgrade material. So we get the rusted iron ring on. And this is also probably a good bonfire to kindle, so I'm going to go ahead and kindle it real quick. Alright. I want to run out here, and you're going to want to be human if you want this item. We're going to go and trigger an invasion. Alright. Similar to the last invasion. Pretty easy, you can go about with backstab, you can parry. But she goes down without a fight. We'll grab some humanity and the butcher's knife. Alright. She even put us over 10 Estus. This is our way out of here. We're going to take this after we fight the boss. But for now, I'm just going to pump on up to 10 Estus, and we're going to run through the area, grab all of the items. Over there is where we're going to fight the boss. Now we are going to just run this way. There's nothing in this corner. Just going to run towards these big boys with their rocks. Backstabbing is a very essential strategy here because it gives you invincibility frames. Grab the Great Club, awesome strength weapon. Too easy. These guys usually just drop dung pies, and they have a chance to drop a pickaxe as well. So we're just going to continue running around the perimeter, stick to the walls. Now in this corner there is going to be an item for us. A set. Should be Poison Mist and the Fire Mist are set. Yeah. Pretty. Now these slugs, they actually hit kind of hard, so if you don't have your guard up, your health's going to drop pretty quick. You're going to encounter quite a few, but they are very good for farming a large Titanite if you're trying to upgrade. Say for example this Vihander to plus 10. Just keep sticking to these walls here. There. But let's go ahead and kill all these guys. Just for a chance at some large Titanite. Alright, back around this corner, we're going to go get ourselves a weapon, take out some more slugs. Let's see. They also drop green Titanite shards. gonna drop to 5. Come on, give me some titanite. That don't count. Alright, so as you can see, he just hit me there and took out like a good quarter of my health. So with all of these dudes around, you can get beat up pretty quick. Especially when your attacks don't hit. These vertical strikes are really easy to hit them with, but I can't block. At least not 100% of the damage. Alright. Just a few more. Let's see, you drop me some? Yeah, there we go. Usually I'll get 2 or 3 per run here. So you need to do it 5 or 6 times if you want to get your weapon all the way to +10. And by the end of this episode, we should be able to do that. At least if you spend the time to go ahead and farm these. We're just going to stick to this wall still. A few more slug boys. Head around here. Take out 2 more. Grab ourselves an item. And now we are going to climb up these tree roots. Blank shield. Now right here we've got a illusory wall. You can roll into it, hit it, whatever. And we've got a chest. Another illusory wall. And we don't have any real intention of actually going down here, but there is one item that's pretty nice to have in our next areas. So we're just going to grab that quick and get on out. So I'm going to go ahead and put on a ring of sacrifice. As well as, let's do homeward bones. Now this item isn't necessary right now. We will be able to come back and get this later. But it is just one that I like to have for some of the bigger areas coming up. We're going to light this bonfire, but not actually going to sit at it. Because we're going to try to use the homeward bone to get back to where we started here. So we're just going to walk down a little bit, break a few tree branches with our head. And when we get to this point where this branch sticks out, you can look down, you can see this shiny item. So we're going to try to roll towards that. And this is why we've got the ring of sacrifice on. I've done this several times, so I usually always land here. But if you miss and you fall further down and you happen to die, and you don't lose all the souls you've collected, it's not that big of a deal if you're taking the time to stop at the bonfire and use your souls, but it can be pretty frustrating if you're following along with this. You lose 16,000. It's just annoying. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab the Gloranthy ring, use a homeward bone. And then I'm going to rest, level up that vitality. And we'll put this back to the rusted iron for now. Just going to run around here, grab this item. And that should be the last one in the area. So actually with that, prior to fighting our next boss, might as well pop all of our souls and level up as much as we can. Trying to pump my vitality up to 30. And once I'm there, I'll start focusing on endurance. Let's see. Good. I'm just shy of being able to. Let's see. Yeah. Won't quite be able to get there unless I use a boss soul, but I like to keep all of my boss souls on the first playthrough. Cool. So now we're going to go take on the boss. Similar to the last few bosses, if you would like to summon, you're going to want to be human, be it summoning other real players or summoning, in this case, Mildred. This is the butcher lady that we fought earlier. We're just going to run around these guys. You can fight them, they'll give you 600 souls apiece, they're not bad. But I'm just going to run right on up here into this cave. And let's go and put on. Awesome. Let's clear up that poison. And let's put on our Chloranthy Ring. So the Chloranthy Ring acts just like the Grasp Press Shield. However, their effects do stack, and you get some pretty good stamina recovery speed. The only downside to this is you get really used to it, and you don't want to play without it. Which is partly why I went and dropped down that hole. Now these egg boys here, you don't want to hit them. If you hit them, things get kind of nasty. You get all these little leeches that come out. And they do decent damage, they'll just eat away at your health. It's hard to tell which ones are dead, which ones are alive. It's super, super annoying. So as you encounter these guys, just don't hit them. Plus he's just praying, you know. Oh. That's kind of sad. Alright, so let's go and grab ourselves a butcher lady. You know, I don't see that putting a sack on your face is really all that helpful here. Her face doesn't look too bad. It's her body that could use some work. Alright. Here we go, fellow weebs. Let's get going with Spider Mommy. With a smile. Now, my theory is that she only wants to kill you because, I mean, obviously we're the main character, and we got ourselves a side hub. Anyway, so this lava pool that's on the ground here, throughout the fight, as she spits out more and more of that, it can just fill up the arena. It can be extremely annoying. So you want to try to kill her quickly, or else the fight is going to last quite a bit longer. Hold on, that's too obvious. If you don't kill her quickly, there's going to be quite a bit of lava on the ground, and then it's going to suck because you can't go anywhere. That attack she did right there, I don't know why I didn't see it being telegraphed, but does a lot of damage, as you can see. Eventually the lava pools do... Why am I... Alright, we're gonna back up. Let the ladies fight it out for a second. And you drink some milk. Yeah, see, she's running from me because she wants me. But she doesn't want her to want me. We are just... Oh, God. I absolutely smoked this in my prep, and I'm doing so horrible right now. But we do so much damage, it doesn't really matter anyway. Well, with that, our side hub is down, and we can carry on with the main piece, Mildred. through here. And now we get to ring the second bell of awakening. Sweet, so that's going to open up the door to Sen's Fortress. That's the gate that was over by Andre the Blacksmith. So that's actually going to be our next location. So in the rest of this video, we're just going to make our way down, join a covenant, light a couple bonfires, and then make our way back up to Andre. It's going to be a bit of a longer episode, but that's alright. So we're going to head through here just to light a bonfire. I don't remember if you can warp to it or not, so that's the only reason we're doing it. But just when you thought you've gone as far down as you can go. We got lots of egg boys, very, very happy that you're here. There's a boss fight, all sorts of cool stuff happening. But we're going to come back to this area later on in the game. Coming on out of there, we've got another illusory wall. And this egg boy, he's total simp, blocking our path.
Dear, what have we here? Are you a new servant?
Yes.
But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
I just love that audio. I thought you have no eggs. Alright. So this bonfire should already be lit. Yep. We're not going to arrest them, just because I'm on a homeward bound again, save myself some steps. Here we got a fair-skinned lady. You can go ahead and talk to her. You won't be able to understand her unless you've got a certain ring. But from her we could reinforce our Estus flask. She's a firekeeper if we had a soul. But for now we're going to go ahead and enter the covenants. Check quick. I don't think we've got enough. That's okay. We plan to come back to do this later anyway. Yeah, not quite enough. Just shy of 30 humanity. At some point we're going to be giving her 30 humanity, so we're going to want to farm up. That's going to unlock a shortcut so that we can progress Solaire's quest line without him dying. Alright. So from here, let's use our homeward bound. Goodbye, egg boys. Rest. Got that 38. Still pumped up my endurance. Cool. So, from this point, we're going to trek our way back to Firelink Shrine. It's a bit of a long journey once again, but we're going to be just fine. Try not to get poisoned on my way up here. Alright, so leaving the bonfire, we take that right. We're going to run up these, I wouldn't call them stairs, this ramp, this wooden ramp. Climb up our ladder. And then carefully we're going to drop onto this little elevator. Oh! I second guess myself. Okay, well we didn't die. I wanted to be quick and not wait for the next one, and then I decided against it, and I'm seeing a lot of irony in the things that I say, and then what happens immediately afterwards. This is going to be an interesting episode. But the walkthrough prep was just so good for it, so should have recorded that. Alright. We're going to try that one more time. And then once we get to the top, the very top, we're going to walk straight off this way. You. Alright. Head over to our ladder, climb on up, kill a couple enemies, get us some stuff. Taking out those guys, we are going to walk across this rickety old thing. Now there's a bunch of toxic dark guys here, so we're going to want to have some blooming moss clumps. Oh, okay. You literally fly, bro. Grab some fancy clothes. Need old sorcery. Alright. Climb up this little ladder. Is there anything up here? Well. Come on, camera. Alright, well, I don't see a purpose for being up here. Okay, well. Let's run back through this direction. And now we're going to go to where all of those toxic dark guys are. They can hit you while you're walking across the stuff I was just walking on. If you're quick, they won't. And what we're going to do is hide ourselves from there. Aim for a second. Oop. Okay, not quite good enough. Alright, while we're here, I'm going to go ahead and throw on some purple moss clumps. And let's also, just for good measure, I'm going to throw on the Ring of Evil Eye. Now, I actually plan on letting him hit me, because otherwise I'm just going to go through and be trying so hard not to get toxic. It's going to be really annoying. So I'm going to go ahead and let him hit me and just start sprinting through to kill all of these dudes. We're going to run across here first. These guys here. And they really don't do damage outside of the toxic infliction itself. And if you get really sick of this place, you can just drop down and grab this item behind these dogs. It's really what we're here for. It's Firecreep Soul. But similar to the rest of the areas, these guys don't respawn when you kill them. So if you're struggling and you're getting hit with toxic all the time, you can just keep coming back. All of those guys I've killed so far are kind of the easy ones, and then here we've got this guy. So you can't go jump to him. So we're gonna try and just use. Let's go with our longbow. Yeah, let's do longbow. And I don't know that poison arrows will actually poison him, but now we can just have a shooting match with him instead of just taking a toxic. So with him dead, we are going to drop on down here, and there's a ton of these little dogs. Oh, there's another poison dart guy. I thought we were missing one. Alright, well I do want to take him out, but it seems like a really bad angle. These dogs, it can also be pretty useful to just take them out using arrows, but As you can see, they move. Their AI still brings them to ladders, which is kind of funny, because they can't take ladders. But if you drop down there to just take them on, you're probably going to have a rough time. They all breathe fire, it's annoying. Let's just drop attack this boy. Slow and steady. So we got two more to our right, and then we got these ones in front of us. So I'm gonna try to bait out the ones in front of us. Yeah, it didn't work. Oh. For a second I thought we had another toxic dude who was just riding a doggo. Cool. And then we'll take these two on. I mean, as you can see right there, they stun you so easy. And this is just with two of them. So if we come down and try to wipe all of them at once, you're just in for a rough time. No items down there. But we've got our Firekeeper soul here. And now we're going to continue up. There is a water wheel here. There's no little elevator parts or anything, so don't try and jump onto that one. We're just going to come back up this ladder and away we came. And the rest of the journey out of here is pretty simple. We're just going to climb up a couple of ladders, grab ourselves a key, and we're just going to fight a couple of enemies. Nothing you haven't seen before. And you can see all of the other areas of Blighttown we were in. Getting pretty high up. Here we've got our chest with our key to the New Londo ruins. And this is actually another one of the keys that the Master Key replaces, so you could, if you wanted to, come through and do Blighttown in reverse. But we don't want to do that. So we just have two more of these guys, I think, and then that's pretty much it in terms of getting out of Blighttown. Oh boy. Oh boy. Come on. Let's get rid of that poison. Pick up the poo-poos. Love me some poo-poos. Alright, leaving this cave, we will be entering the Valley of the Drakes. Another area that we're just going to pass through a little bit later in the game, but we're going to cross over this bridge, head towards our soul item. Open up this using the key to New Londo ruins, which again could be replaced by the Master Key, which we do have. And we're going to drop down here, and this is a big scary place. I mean, he doesn't seem that scared, he's chill. But from here, real quick, I'm just going to show you there is another blacksmith of sorts. This is our sorcerer. And he's able to upgrade weapons and whatnot for us as well. Just exhaust his dialogue. Yeah, you can see you can upgrade all sorts of crap. As well as you can purchase some basic magic items.
Come back soon.
Alright, so this is the tower we came down in. This is the tower we're going up in. Grab that soul item. Head back over here. Pull our lever. And we'll just wait for the elevator. So once we get to Firelink, we are going to give the Firekeeper a soul to upgrade our Estus flask. Then we're going to make our way back to Andre, hand him an ember. I'll show you how to upgrade that Zweihander. And we will wrap up the episode there. So there, our Estus flask is reinforced, now at +2. Real quick, just in case anything happens, have a seat. Now, you can also talk to this guy.
Did you ring the second bell?
Yes, I did.
Incredible, I must say. But now, we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal.
So, what he's talking about is your mom has made it to Firelink Shrine. Additionally, this guy. He's an important character, really cool, super neat, but we're not going to talk to him right now. As well as our journey of chubby dudes is taking off. And one more thing before I go, I suppose I have to show you. Since we rescued him in the sewers, we've got our Pyromancer.
Well, I see you made it. Yeah, I have my... Oh, yeah, I think I'll be pleased to help.
So he's a real sweetheart. He's going to go ahead and... you're actually going to want to answer no to this.
Yeah, wonderful. Here, first...
And he's going to give you Pyromancy Flame. Which that can be upgraded just using souls. But Pyromancy, really cool way to play through the game as well.
Pyromancy is produced.
Alright, so now we're going to head back to Andre. Looking sweet. Alright. So heading back to Andre, a few episodes back, going through the depths, we managed to grab the large ember. Giving that to him is going to allow us to upgrade equipment to +10. The upgrade system in Dark Souls 1 is a little bit strange. For example, coming down here before you go.
Why, that's a fine ember you have there.
Thank you.
I could smith some mighty weapons with one of those. Why not lend it to me?
Give him that large ember.
Listen, I can have...
And then, so before, if you went to modify equipment, nothing would come up. Now, we're going to have this byhander. The reason it's here is because it's already +5. If we go into reinforce weapon, it's not there. Because it's at +5. However, once we modify it to +6, well, now it's not here. Unless you want to change the status of it. So bring it from +6 back to +5 or make it raw. Now that we modified it, it's just back under reinforce. Alright, I'll use whatever I happens to come across so I can get it up to +9. So again, it's an awesome weapon, but even at +9, I suppose I don't have, I really just got my stats to the minimum to wield the Black Knight Sword, but if I two-hand this right now, it's still going to be just under the attack power of our Black Knight Sword. And it's way heavier and it's slower, so another one of the reasons this thing is just an absolute monster. Anyway, with that, we're going to rest at the bonfire, spend some souls, level up, and in the next episode, we're going to be going through that gate you can see in the background and tackling Sen's Fortress.